Before you plan for Blitz, you need to understand why Blitz. This isn't just another quoting tool, it's rethinking of what E&S should be, faster, smarter, and built for today's agents. So we sat down with the team behind it, the builders, the visionaries, and the operators, to hear in their words what makes Blitz different, and why it's not just speeding up insurance, it's changing it.
The purpose of Blitz is to fulfill a segment of the E&S marketplace that is fully digital. Didn't exist really before us. And today, even in today's marketplace, you have some digital wholesalers. You don't have a lot of digital carriers. And so what we're trying to do is fulfill that obligation to advance the insurance industry. Any size agency you can think of, they're all stressed for capacity. And E&S is a big time drain historically. And so by being able to step into the market at this time and give them that solution, it's a huge return back on their bottom line in terms of time.
Blitz was created to address a highly analog marketplace, which required lengthy time delays when addressing the market.
So our goal is ultimately, and within 2 years, to have 80% of all E&S products are digitized and to be able to do real-time quoting and binding in under 5 minutes.
There's a capacity gap, a talent gap that exists where if you want to create solutions inside of insurance, there's a shortage of industry experts that really understand it. 50% of the folks in the industry, in the insurance industry, will retire over the next, I think it's 10 years. Have you seen the stat? You're taking a problem that's already challenging. We're not getting enough new talent into the space to really solve that gap.
We provide instant speed, hyper speed, so you will never lose quote before because it took time.
But when you're able to do a digital transaction in a highly analog marketplace in under 10 minutes, that's where the rubber meets the road. The application set is geared towards the client and the client portfolio. So what it leans into is the client themselves, where the client is located, the geography, the product type, and then the coverage that they had. And then what Blitz does is brings forward questions that only relate to those 4 items. And then it integrates third-party data to feed behind the platform to be able to get to that rate and the terms and conditions that we want to offer for that client.
Now with AI, we're able to process a lot of unstructured information and a more diverse information to be able to understand risk better, which allows the technology to underwrite more complex risk. AI is accelerating what we're doing substantially.
Insurance is built upon trust and relationships. It's more around the quality of what you produce, the ability to have a human in the loop to support the transaction, and to be able to deliver a client solution that the producers can trust and rely on. So when there is a loss, we respond.
People have a preferred workflow that they want to follow. So in no way do we prescribe to basically change that workflow. I mean, our focus is to try to enable it.
We're in 30 to 35% of the E&S market today in small E&S, commercial-wise. By the end of 26, we'll be in upwards of 75 to 80% of the small E&S market.
I've never really been in a business before that there was really a gaping gap and need for a product. And I think there is one here, and I think we can meet it.
I think if we can prove the technology and the operating model we have, we'll drive a lot of change inside specialty insurance as a whole. And I think we can bring that new environment to everybody in the industry.